All right, let's talk about the Sohamo H3. And first of all, just take a look at this bike, man. The matte black finish. I like it with the sort of orange accents here. I mean, I am really digging the way this looks. You know, if Batman were to ride an electric bike, it probably looks something like this, right?
Bruh.
Maybe. Now, this is the first truly foldable electric bike on the channel. I've reviewed a couple of mini bikes that had, handlebars that folded down, but this is the first one that actually just folds in half, compacts, really small for storage and putting in your vehicle. And e-bikes come in all shapes and sizes, right? There's the mini bikes, as I mentioned. There's bikes that are kind of in between the minis and the full size. This is a full size. And then you've got the 26-inch, 4-inch wide fat tire bikes, right? So lot of variety and different shapes and sizes. You've got the step throughs and the step overs. Now, I actually prefer the bigger bikes, the fat tire bikes, because I feel like you get a smoother ride. I'm a bigger guy, so they just seem to fit me. But unless you have a bike rack that can accommodate 70 plus pounds, and then if you have two bikes, that's 140, 150 pounds, you gotta go out and get a bike rack that can accommodate that so that you can transport it to different locations that you want to ride. But that's why I like foldable bikes just like this one that you can fold down, put in your car, take to locations, where you want to ride. It just opens up more possibilities for you and takes away some of those limitations that those big old huge fat tire bikes give you. As much as I would love to be able to fold down my Aventon Adventure 2, it ain't happening. It just ain't happening. All right, let's talk pricing now. So at the time of this video, the Sohamo H3 is priced really affordably. So last time I checked, the version that comes with the 15 amp hour battery goes for $599, and the 20 amp hour battery version, which is what I have here, this one goes for $799. Now, there is a $195 delivery fee, so just tack that on to the prices I just mentioned. So that is out on Amazon. I have links down in the description box if you want to check that out. Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's cold as crap out here right now, okay? It may not look it, but it's like 40 degrees. All right, the wind is blowing. I'm out here reviewing an electric bike. Hey, I love it though, I love it. But man, if I start stumbling over my words and stuff because, I'm cold and shivering, all right? So just bear with me. All right, let me give you some of the specs that I think you'll most care about, and then we'll take a close-up look at the bike, kind of look at the components and so forth, and then we'll get it out for the ride test. All right, I need to hurry up because my fingers are freezing. All right, so you've got a 750 watt rear hub motor that's with an 1100 watt peak with 80 Newton meters of torque. And I've already ridden, there's plenty of power on this bike right here. You get a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery. Like I said, this version I have right here is the longer range version, but you can get the bike in 15 amp hours. It has a 48 volt, 22 amp controller. They're advertising the total range to be 60 plus miles with this 20 amp hour battery, but we'll test that out. I may have to test it out over the course of 1 or 2 or 3 days because it sounds like this one will get you some range. But I am a bigger guy. I'm 200 plus pounds. So the amount of range that I will get is going to be less than someone that is smaller in stature and weight. Maximum speed is 28 miles per hour. The max load is 300 pounds. The bike itself weighs 79 pounds. Without the battery, it is 69 pounds. And I have been carrying this up and down stairs. Without that battery, it is so much easier and just feels really light to me without the battery installed. You get mechanical disc brakes with 160 millimeter 20 by 3 inch Chow Yang tires. You get front suspension with 80 millimeters of travel. You got a 7-speed Shimano gear shifter, and the rider height range for this one is 5'1" to 6'5". I'm about 6'3", so let me just show you what that looks like for someone who is 6'3", and you can see what kind of clearance I have. Very, very comfortable for me, and you can make all kinds of adjustments to this bike. Let me show you. So you can, of course, you can adjust the seat post. You can adjust the seat post to about right there. Okay, that's the highest. There is a line there that shows you where to stop. And then you can also adjust the handlebars. Really, really like this. I wish all electric bikes came with this ability. So you can raise it up to about there. I think going any further will start to stretch the cables. Clamp it down. So you can see, I can't even get my feet down on that, but this bike can accommodate a giant. Okay, so if you know somebody who's a giant, they could probably ride this bike. Okay, let's talk about this battery. I'm going to show you this, but let me show you, there's a really, really cool feature that this bike has. Now, I reviewed other bikes, and I have a couple other bikes there in the garage that have batteries that install just like this underneath the seat. And in order to get the battery off, you actually have to pull the whole darn seat off. Well, you don't have to do that with this one. All you do is, there's a little lever underneath the seat. All you have to do is push up on that, pull the seat up, and now you can easily pull the battery out of there. It seems like a really simple thing, but I wish all electric bikes that had batteries that mount like this, I wish they all had this feature. All right, let me show you how to remove the battery. You do get a set of keys, so you get 2 keys. And let me show you this. So this is labeled right here, but basically what you're doing is put your key in and you want to turn to the left. You have to push in, turn to the left, and you see that little notch, that little nodule that went in. Okay, that's going to allow you to actually pull the battery out of there. Okay, we're going to unplug it, and now we can pull this big old 20 amp hour battery on up out of there. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road and see how it does. I'm gonna go in the house for a bit first and warm up. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is our speed test. This bike has an advertised top speed of 28 miles per hour. I'm gonna actually stop here and we will get started. I've got the independent GPS here to compare against the bike display. We're gonna do this 2 different ways. We're gonna do pedal assist first, and then we're gonna come back and do the throttle only speed test with the time clock in the upper left-hand corner. Let's go. Pedal assist 5, which is our top pedal assist mode. We're up to 22 according to the bike. 24, 25, 25. And I have lost pedal authority, so I'm just kind of spinning my wheels right now. I'm up to 24, 23 on the independent GPS. Let's see if we can get any higher. And we have run out of room. So I'm gonna call it 24 miles per hour. And we'll even do it again. Let's start the clock again and let's go. And it looks like the speedometer is off by maybe 1 mile per hour. We're up to 25 miles per hour on the bike display. 26, 24 on the GPS. 25 on the GPS. I am pumping my wheels. Okay. So it looks like we got up to 25 miles per hour. Woo. All right, now we're going throttle only in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Throttle only. Time clock is in the upper left-hand corner. I was working to get up to 25, you guys. All right, 24, 25, 26 on the bike display, 24 on the independent GPS. Yeah, I'm thinking 24, you guys. Okay. Yep, that's the best I can do. Now, you can change your top speed setting in the app, which I have already done. I'm gonna go in and double check that, but I'm pretty sure I have already made that adjustment. But let's go in here, let's stop off and go in here and just make sure we are able to reach the top speed. Okay, yep, it's all the way up to 62 miles per hour, which is the top. So with that being the case, as you can see, the fastest I could go is 24 miles per hour. I am a 200 plus pound rider, 6'3", so keep that in mind. If you are a lighter rider, you may be able to get to that advertised top speed of 28 miles per hour. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test each pedal assist mode. Right now we are in pedal assist 1. I'm gonna actually drop this down to pedal assist 0. So the first thing we're gonna do is to see how easy or difficult it is to pedal the bike without any pedal assistance at all. And it's a bit tough. I'm gonna gear down all the way, much easier. So I'm in the first gear right now. Maybe take it up a little. And I'm up to 11 miles per hour, 12. And I'm hearing some rattling there, I'm not sure what that is. All right. I'm able to pedal this bike comfortably. I got up to 13 miles an hour there, so pedal assist 1. I'm pedaling casually. I'm gonna gear down a little. And we do go downhill a little bit, so let me see if I can get up on the sidewalk. All right. And I'm pedaling, so we are at about 10 miles per hour. There's 11. Okay, I'm gonna call it 11 in pedal assist mode 1. Let's go to 2. Not much of a difference. We'll go ahead and give it 11 as well. Let's go up to 3. Whoa, that kicked in. That was a big difference. Pedal assist 3. We're up to 15, 14, 15. That definitely kicked in, and I felt that. So it doesn't seem like much of a difference between pedal assist 1 and 2, but once you hit 3, now we're up to, we'll call this 14 miles per hour. Now 4, wow, another jolt. Let's see if I can get around this corner. Another jolt, and I'm pedaling at the same cadence here. We're up to 17. Oh yeah. We're up to 17 now. 18. 20. This sucker wants to move. So pedal assist 4, I'm gonna give this 20. Pedal assist 4 will give 20. We'll call this one 20, and then obviously pedal assist 5 will take us on up to our top speed. And of course, that was 24 miles per hour that I showed you just a few moments ago. So no matter what pedal assist mode you're in, if you use the throttle, it's going to take you up to your top speed. Okay, so we're headed to our first hill. I test all of my electric bikes on this particular hill. There's another one we're gonna go to here after this, but this is a good one. We're gonna test it using throttle only, as well as pedal assist only. And you can see we're up to 30 miles per hour going down that hill. And we are going to do pedal assist first. I'm gonna go ahead and get rolling. And now only pedaling. Pedal assist 5, only pedaling. Get to a more comfortable gear here. There we go. 15 miles per hour. 16, 15. We are not losing speed at all, guys. This 750 watt, 80 Newton meters of torque, it dismantled that hill without any issues at all. All right, this time we are going throttle only. Here we go. No pedaling, throttle only. Let's see how the bike does all on its own. We're up to 15 miles an hour. Okay, we dropped to 14, 13. This is only the bike now. 13. 12, 13. Looks like we're picking up speed again. Yeah, it's handling this hill with no trouble at all, guys. Plenty of power in this 750 watt motor. Very nice. All right, we are at our second hill. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is pedal only up this hill. And I think the other hill may have been a little steeper, but this one does have some steepness of its own, and we're at 14, 13, and it handled that no trouble at all. All right, let's go ahead and throttle only. No pedaling. And let's get on up the hill. 16. Yeah, the bike speedometer is about 1 mile an hour faster, looks like. Well, it looks like it's in sync now. Down to 12, 11, 10, 9, but once again, going uphill without any issues at all. All right, now we're at this little farm, which is a park that I discovered has quite a few paths for riding and testing out electric bikes like this. So we've got 20-inch by 3-inch wide tires. So let's see how it does on this different terrain here. So we've got like rocks here, and it's a little bit wet. Oh, did you see that deer? Okay. So let's test it out. I'm hearing quite a bit of rattling from the bike. I'm not sure what that is, but it's handling this terrain without any issues. Zero issues, no sliding or anything like that. I feel like it's gripping this pavement without any issues. That's a steep hill there.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
One of the last nice days to be out to do this.
Is that what they say?
That's what
I
I'm
never
thinking.
pay attention, so
That's
I
what I'm
try
thinking.
I try to savor each day because you just never know when the next is going to be.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad I got out here though.
Yeah.
All right, we're riding again. I'm gonna take this down to pedal assist 3. Yeah, that's definitely that battery that I'm hearing. And one thing that one thing you don't want rattling on your bike is that battery. So I think what I am going to do when I get back is see if I can get some foam tape to kind of tighten the area there, that battery bay. See if I can tighten up that battery bay. As you can see, we're on grass here. Yeah, tighten up that battery bay so it doesn't move around like that. That's not good. That doesn't fill me with confidence at all. So I think I'm gonna get off of this rough terrain. We know it handles it just fine. But yeah, I don't wanna be jostling that battery around for too much longer. Since we're here, let's go ahead and do the gravel as well. And I like to do gravel just to make sure the bike doesn't slide around, you know, which is not. So tires are doing really well on this this terrain. So 0 issues here. Whoop, we did slide there now. And that did not happen on my with my 26-inch 4-inch wide tires. But let's try that again. You did see that, I think, where I tried to make that turn and the bike definitely slid under me. So just keep that in mind. You just put your leg out for one thing. But yep, it's definitely sliding when you go into turns. So just that's something to keep in mind when you're riding over different terrain. That's one of the benefits of having those big fat tire bikes. They pretty much have so much area, you know, that they're, you know, hitting the pavement, covering the pavement. So you just get better handling, better contact with the ground with those.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is a city I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love.
Okay guys, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go ahead and ride down to the waterfront. It's a beautiful day here. It's about 50 degrees, so these are few and far between. I wanted to get some padding, some foam padding to put on in this battery bay here, or on the battery itself, because I don't know if you can see that, but it does move around. All right, and in moving around, when you ride over bumps and stuff like that, the battery will rattle and move around, and it's very noticeable. Not so much when you're on just flat pavement, but when you get over the rough stuff, it does move around. I ordered it, it didn't come in, so I wasn't able to do it. I got to get the review done, so here we are. Another thing I wanted to show you guys though is this bag here for the rear rack. This is by Right backpack. As you can see here, I do have on a backpack, but I don't actually need it because I have this bag now. I have this bag, and you can see that you can hold a water bottle here or some kind of drink, and it tightens down. And in this pocket, the bag is really big. So I've got my Osmo Pocket 3 in here so I can access it really quickly. Sorry if I'm not focusing on that properly. I've got my bracket if I want to get some 360-degree shots. But look how big this bag is. There's another pocket down here. There's a zippered pocket in here for keeping things. And then up here, you have this vinyl thing that you can cover the entire bag up with if it's raining, so that gives it even more waterproofing. The bag is already water resistant. You've got these side pockets, and I think I have my tools in here. Yep, got the nice tool set that you get with the Aventon Adventure 2 in there. This as well, so I keep that in there. But really, really nice bag. It just Velcros onto the bike rack. So really, really nice, guys. Just wanted to show you that. All right, let's get riding. Like I said, we're gonna ride down here to the, just to the waterfront here. I do have Strava going this time, but excuse me. So the odometer shows how many miles we've put on the bike so far, which is 12. So that's how many miles we've gotten out of this battery as well, okay? And you do get quite a bit of battery sag, I'm noticing here. Yeah, it's going down to 1 bar, but then when I stop pedaling, it goes back up to 3. Now, something I'm noticing with the seat, and I don't think I have the right tool to tighten it, but it's starting to lean back on me. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's leaning back? See if I can push that down. Oh, I gotta go adjust that, guys. Darn it. I'm trying to get this review done, but all these little quirky things keep happening. All right, let's go fix that, and then we'll hurry up and get back on the road. All right, so we got the seat corrected. Just gonna leave the 14 millimeter wrench in my bag. So we're all set there. Seat is not moving anymore. Just little things like that. And actually, when you first get your bike, you should go over all of the bolts and screws and, you know, everything. Make sure everything is tightened up. That's just good safety. But yeah, the sun's going down. It's supposed to set at 5:24. Where we're headed is about 4 miles or so. Should take us about 15 minutes to get there. So I figured that would be a good little ride, and we'll see what the battery does. We're up to 15 miles of range so far, and I am steady pedaling in pedal assist 5, so we're averaging about 22 miles per hour. So just to give you an idea, and the battery indicator is still showing that 1 bar. I have stopped pedaling and now it's showing 2 bars. So according to that, we are at half battery, which would put us at about 30 miles of range. And you know, as I'm riding on the street here, and I'm not riding over that rough gravel and rocks and wood chips and stuff, I don't hear the battery as much. But I'll tell you, there's really not much else that I can say, you know, negatively about this bike. And that's not really a negative, I guess. It's more of a, I don't know, a improvement point in the design. But and I know a lot of these electric bikes do have the battery sag on the indicator. I may not be able to run the battery all the way down, but we'll see. we'll see how much range we get on today and see where the battery level is once we get back home. So round trip, this is it's about an 8-mile round trip. We'll call it 9 miles. That should put us over 20 miles, but beautiful day. It's in the 50s. I'm just wearing a sweatsuit and I've got my helmet on and it's comfortable, very comfortable. Oh boy, you gotta go around that. And these tires and suspension handle going over that grass, no problem. Going over some railroad tracks here. I had to stand up for that. 16 miles now. And power level is still solid. Yep, so whenever I let off of pedaling and with the pedal assist cutting off, the battery level indicator goes back to 2 bars. All right, I think I may have missed a turn. So I think I'm gonna make a right up here. But we're up to 18 miles. I don't know if you can hear that rattling. Yeah, we'll make a right up here on Washington. And I think this will take us to where we need to go. Hey, there's BOVD Church. Right there. Still got about 10 minutes before the sun completely sets, but we're okay. I've got a helmet that does have a safety light on it on the rear, and the bike itself has front and rear lights, as I mentioned before, so we should be good and safe to be riding at night. Still at 2 bars. So here we are. We made it down to the waterfront here. Just go on down and then loop around. Maybe I'll get off and take some shots of the bike. Kind of wish I had brought my my drone now so that I could have gotten some shots of it, but well, maybe we'll catch the sun setting. That'll be nice, huh? I do wish the bike had a bell. I didn't put one on. I do have one, but I think I'm gonna put that one on my Aventon. And here we are. We made it down to the waterfront here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Here in mid-November. How about that, huh? Love it. Out here riding an electric bike, man. Love it.
But I don't wanna go if you ain't with me. Let's make a home, be all alone. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight.
All right, so we made it down to the waterfront and the sun is setting. I know I've been repeating myself, but absolutely beautiful day. All right, we are at 19 miles. We still have 2 bars on the battery. I'm gonna bring down the pedal assist to about 3 so we can kind of cruise here. And make our way back. And the sun is setting. Very pretty. Actually, let me turn around here so you can see this. There it goes. So we're up to 20 miles now. And let's see what the battery level is. Still at 2 bars. Hi. Boy, look at these squirrels. They're all over the place. This is 18. I think I went down too far. It's okay. Sohamo has been, I don't want to say they've been hounding me, but they have been reminding me that I need to get the review done. I was gone for a week, and prior to that, we were getting so much rain. And then we got 6 inches of snow on Halloween. You have limited time, and if you work during the day like me, you know, typical 8 to 5, the weekends is really your only opportunity. See what our battery's doing here. Okay, I think we're down to 1 bar now. Nope, still 2 bars. 21 miles. Okay. All right. Bike is handling all the hills and things really well. This is a little bit of an incline. Not too steep, but it is an incline nonetheless. And the H3 is handling it just fine. Great bike, guys. Really great bike. I mean, for the price and the fact that it folds down, I'm keeping this bike. And actually, let me see, do I need to fix this headlamp? I think I do. I think it's, need to tilt it up just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to hang on to this bike because I do like the fact that it folds. All right, I'm going to pop back on here so you can see how well the front headlamp does. So hopefully you can pick up on that. I think I have it angled the way that I like. So, and it does follow the direction that you are pointing the handlebars. So as you turn, the light turns with you, which is good. It's not super dark and there are street lights out here, but it is lighting up the ground pretty well. I imagine if I were on a really dark road, this would be very, very useful. 23 miles now, and I have been in pedal assist 5 most of the time. I did have a pretty good stretch where I was using only the throttle when I was having trouble with the bike. It was a little bit difficult to pedal. So I only used throttle for maybe, may have been 3/4 of a mile or so. But other than that, I have been pedaling pretty much the entire time. So you can have an idea of, you know, the power distribution. 24 miles, guys. Still 2 bars on the battery. It's a little bit dark, darker on this path, so I think you should be able to see what the front light can do here on this little path. Up to 24 miles. And still 2 bars. Another really nice feature about this bike that stands out to me is this right here. This little handle. Again, seems like a small thing, but when you're carrying this thing, either, you know, unfolded or folded, it just makes it so much easier. You got something to grab onto, specifically to grab onto when you're trying to maneuver this darn thing and get it in and out of your truck or in and out of your car. So really, really good feature. The rear rack here looks really, really solid. The materials, I don't think the materials included what the weight capacity is, but as you can see, you should be able to mount a basket or obviously a bag. And something that I'm starting to see on all of these electric bikes is a derailleur guard, which is really, really nice, especially when you're folding the bike down and maybe you're laying it on the side in your car. This just makes sure that your derailleur is protected. It doesn't get moved or adjusted. So really, really nice feature to see. We've got folding folding pedals, which again, just another way to make the bike even more compact. The front tire can be quickly removed, which is another really nice feature. You've got mounting holes available here in the front, so if you want to mount a basket onto the bike, you can certainly do that. You've got mud guards here. They are vinyl, so they're not metal, but it fits the bike. It looks really good, and I'm happy to have something rather than nothing when, you know, when you're riding over dirt, or maybe it's the ground is wet. Now, I actually prefer grips that have a palm rest. I just find those to be more comfortable, especially when you're riding for longer periods of time. But these are nice. These are nice. They don't move at all. They don't turn. It's kind of a squishy, grippy material here. So, you know, really comfortable for the hands. And if you wear bike gloves, man, you'll really have really good grip. Here's your thumb throttle right here. This is the LED display. We're going to power that on here in a minute. And there is your Shimano thumb shifter. And very, very comfortable. I mean, it's not the highest end components or the highest end shifter, but for the price point and for this particular bike configuration, it works. It works really, really well. All right, let's go ahead and power on the display now. We've got two buttons here, as you can see. We got a power button and a mode button. We're going to press and hold the power button, and there you go. So a nice basic LED screen. You can see we have battery readout. We have our pedal assist level here, and we can change that by pressing the mode button. You can see we have 5 pedal assist modes, and in pedal assist 0, you won't be able to use the throttle, which is good. And you won't have any pedal assistance. All right, so pedal assistance begins in pedal assist 1, and there you go. That sucker wants to move. Now down at the bottom, we've got miles per hour, and you've got trip data here. If we press and hold the mode button, that will switch to the odometer. And we'll press and hold to go back. Now, the one thing I wish this bike had was wider handlebars. It's not terrible, it's not bad. You know, turning radius and everything is still pretty good. Handling is still pretty good, but just as a preference, I would prefer, you know, a little bit wider handlebars. Okay, so let me show you the cable management on this bike. Pretty good, pretty good. So you can see everything is tied down really nicely here. Just want to show you this. And then here are some of the welds, which to me look pretty good, but some of you welders out there may think differently, but there you go. Now, I'm actually not going to go into the advanced settings, but to get to the advanced settings, you're going to press the top and bottom buttons, and you're going to press and hold them down together, and that'll get you into the advanced settings. To turn on the lights, you have front and rear lights on this bike. You're going to press the power button, just press it, and you'll see the light icon show up there, and there's our light. And it is pretty bright. We're losing light here pretty fast, so this should be standing out really nicely. There's your rear light, rear brake light, and it does double as a brake light. There you go. When you depress the brakes, it is going to act as a brake light. So really nice feature there.